It's a second chance point.
And the 76ers making a change here. Thomas is checked in.
Chris Anderson, the Birdman, has been a great fit in Miami. And I think they got a steal in this veteran big man. I mean, he's got tremendous bounce. He bangs the glass. He's a rim protector. And he finishes with force and finesse sometimes.
Here's Davies. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
The Heat leading by 21. Anderson outside. Granger outside. Tries again, and Anderson gets it to go. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, it's plays like that. Hustle plays on the glass and then staying with it, being active. It really caused some problems for that defense.
Here's Shved, and it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And Chris Anderson, certainly one of the more colorful characters in the league. Always a fan favorite with the tattoos, the mohawk, the energy. He's just a great fit on this Miami defense that's built around quickness and athleticism.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Over in the corner, Chalmers. His 3-pointers off the mark. The 76ers trail by 21. For 3, Shved, and it's Haslam with the rebound. That's the Heat on the break. Ranger leading the charge.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Thomas inside, got a piece of it. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Napier. Can't get it to go. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Heat running away with it. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Thursday, November 6th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets live from Houston. Do not miss it.
Miami leading by 21. Noel is out there with Henry Sims. Then it's Tony Wroten. Then it's Johnson. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
These youthful Sixers clubs really trying to play a full tilt open court style.
Yeah, they want to play up-tempo under head coach Brett Brown, and he said he doesn't want a controlled pace. He wants reckless abandon under control.
Now here's Wroten. He's guarded closely. Johnson. Dang grabs the miss. Dang's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Wade. Good on the 13-footer. Wade's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, it's been all about pace and space with them. Tempo, the fast break points, just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking to push it all the time and to get that early offense, and they're doing it well.
And he gets the bucket.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
Here's Cole. Wade outside. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Out to the wing. And the 3 off target. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
23 seconds on shot clock. 23.
Stolen by Thompson. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Johnson.
Man, that was a real hard to do.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Wroten kicks to Johnson. From the arc. Another miss by Johnson.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
The shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by Bosch.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
To the inside, deflects the pass. Here's Johnson, finishes the play with a slam.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of post break. He always finishes strong.
Wade passes to Cole. Tang dishes to Bosch.
Well, you know, this last draft class was one that had been hyped up for such a long time with the big names, primarily Wiggins, Parker, and Embiid, all being viewed as potential franchise players. I'm not quite sure of that, but they certainly are tremendous talents. A lot of teams knew that, and it became a bit of the race to the bottom for some franchises.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Johnson outside. Kicks it to Noel. Floats one. It's hauled in by the Heat. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Well, Steve, you are general manager in the NBA and NBA coach now, but you know that the teams that know they're not going to make the playoffs will play younger players as opposed to perhaps some veterans, giving those younger players time to develop, maybe not necessarily securing wins, but certainly securing experience for those kind of players.
Well, securing experience and then also securing a high draft pick. And obviously, you know, you have to get lucky and hit on a star player at some point. But I think it's the preferable method for teams to go that route these days rather than to just hang around the middle of the league in mediocrity.
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. That's good. 16 points for Johnson.
They put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
And the Heat call time here.
Henry Sims, undrafted out of Georgetown back in 2012, but after being traded to the Sixers last season, he finally got a chance to play, and he really showed he belongs in this league.
Miami leading by 22. And Sims with stints in the D-League and playing in the Philippines over the last couple seasons, Clark, doing everything possible to show that he belongs in the NBA.
Hard-working, he talks and communicates defensively, gets on the board. He's taking his opportunities, and I think he's made the most of them, Kevin. Well, take a look at the numbers for Johnson. 16 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
The Heat came into last season looking to three-peat. Anything less would have been a disappointment.
Yeah, well, you could see that they were focusing on the playoffs last year. The Bobcats didn't really stand a chance against them in round one. It was easy picking for the Heat.
Right side, Bosch. Dishes it to Wade. And stolen by Noel. They get a hand on it. Sims kicks to Roten. And the whistle blows. It's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
He climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
Miami leading by 22. Wade passes to Bosch. All sorts of time. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, to get back to the Heat last year, a lot of teams in the conference didn't really look to be in the same ballpark as Miami in terms of playoff hunger.
And Thompson kicks to Roten. Trying his luck deep. The shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Bosch drives in, and that one is hammered home.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
He just could not contain himself.
2 minutes.
You know, the Heat did breeze through to the finals, but the three-peat just was not in the cards after they fell to the Spurs. Terrific run nonetheless. 4 consecutive NBA Finals 2 championships, and quite honestly, who knows how things could have gone if the air conditioning didn't fail or any other twist in that epic series. That air conditioning went down in game 1, folks, if you didn't recall that, but it wasn't anything about air conditioning. The Spurs were super hot and well-oiled and highly motivated. They wanted that trophy.
Heat have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. There's the dish to Chalmers. Ennis passes to Napier. Clock at 6. Here's Granger. Here's Haslam. Another shot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Heat.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark could seem toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
This is really going to be a good win. They've proven they know how to attack this team, and it's important to establish that against a conference opponent.
I agree, because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to see them that often.
You look at the stats, and you'll see just how dominant the game this was for Wade. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him. Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting an appalling 26% in the fourth quarter. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The Heat have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Ennis, good.
Well, guys, tonight they came in here and really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here.
Mba Amute with the steal. Buries it down low. From half court, no good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, a nice win in the first of the back-to-back, but what's on your mind with the game tomorrow against a very tough opponent?
Well, I mean, we're here. We're here at another tough part in the schedule. You know, we have a very tough challenge tomorrow, especially with a back-to-back. So we're at the part of the schedule where everybody has, but we're going to have to continue to pick it up and hopefully get a W tomorrow.
Chris, thank you. Kevin, there are no breaks in an NBA schedule.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Dwayne Wade.